Hello there Pokemon fans, welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today it's only been a week since it seems like a week since our last lot of PSA graded returns have come back, but within 2 weeks later we got our March returns as well, or our April returns. I was very surprised to see. And this one is a bumper returns. I mean, thanks again to the wonderful people at Ludkins Collectibles for sponsoring these graded returns and this video and getting these cards sent off to PSA. And as you can tell from the last video, the box has gotten a lot bigger, so I'm looking forward to some amazing cards in here. I've seen what the some of the grades of these already, and oh my goodness, this is by far easily the most amazing PSA graded returns video we've ever had. So yeah, once again, check out Ludkins Collectibles for all your PSA grading needs. So it's so amazing, we've even got two packages, so we're going to let's open this one first. So yep, we can't destroy the bubble wrap too much, so I like to use bubble wrap to post some of these cards back after we're done with them. So right, let's see what we got here. So to start off with, gotta love some base set Charizards. And it's a 5, as you can see. I'm surprised that it's got a 5. Maybe there was a lot more scratching on the holo than I thought, but it must be holo scratching. Definitely doesn't look like a 5, but a nice base set 5 Charizards to start off the video there. So I'm happy with that. And what do we have here? Oh, Shining Genesect from the Shining Legends set. I was surprised that this one got a 9 because I thought it was in pretty good condition, but then on closer inspection you can just about see a little speckle of white in the top corner there, so perhaps that was why it got a 9. But a nice PSA 9. I'm going to put all the 9s there, like the 5s and the lowers there, and all the 10s can all come right up here near the awesome Ludkins Collectibles sign. And we've got another Boss Rocket Pikachu Guzma promo from Japan. And again, a nice 10 for this one, just like in the last video. It's always quite easy to get 10s with Japanese promos, so if you want to find some promos to get graded and to get a good chance of getting 10s, I would highly recommend always the Japanese promo cards. Oh, it's a full art Mega Charizard from Evolutions. And of course, as many of you might know, this is probably one of the most graded cards in, well, Pokemon cards in PSA history, apart from the base set Charizard. So many people got these graded, and the printing quality on the Evolution set, well, I think it's probably one of the best we've seen in a while. There's so many 10s, and this Charizard is no exception. A nice 10 there. It's not worth as much as people might think. I think the 10s are only worth around the £40 to £50 region now, but it's still nice to have those. Great for collectors. They always sell quite well, those Charizards. Another base set Charizard, and let's see if we can predict the grade on this one. There's a bit of silver in it around the corners, and yeah, there's quite a lot of damage around the bottom there. My guess would have been a 5 for this one, but it's a 4, so yeah, it's nice to see get some different grades, because usually all the Charizards I get were in like the 7 to 9 region, so having seeing like what PSA considers to be a 4, or in the case of the one over there a 5, it's nice to kind of get a rough idea, like if I'm just going to be setting Charizards off, what to be expecting grade wise. So it's 4 to go with our 5 over there. Right, whoop. And a base set 2 Charizard. So for those who don't know, base set 2 came out, I think it was like after Fossil Jungle, and then it had like reprints from all the first 3 sets, including like Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, and all the popular cards. Lots of edgeware, lots of whitening around the corners there. Not in bad condition, but not in amazing condition. But a 5. I was kind of expecting at least a 6 for this one, but it's still a Charizard, and again, should be a popular card. So yay, it's another Shining Mew from Shining Legends. Let's hope this one, I think this one got a good grade. So guess the grade with me. If you're watching along, what grade do you think this Shining Mew gets? In pretty good condition, can't see any obvious signs of damage there. Did you guess right? You guessed a 10. Well done if you guessed at home. Yeah, a nice PSA 10 Shining Mew. If either one of the Genesect or the Mew gets a 10, I'd much rather it be the Mew, because Mews are generally more highly collectible. But a 10 to go with our 9 is still pretty good. Right. It's another Charizard GX promo. I didn't realise I'd even had like 2 sent off, never mind 1, so this one has got quite bad, it's quite badly off-centered, if you can see. The card's more on the left side than it is on the right. Looking on the back, there's a teeny tiny little speckle in the corner there. So I was not expecting in this to get a Gem Mint 10. I've seen worse cards get 8, better cards get 8, so I'm really happy that came back as a 10. I think Beckett's probably would have given that a grade 9, but yeah, PSA can maybe they thought it was like a 9.5, so they decided to round up their numbers. So there's some good stuff in that package, but I'm glad that we decided to save this second package for afters, because this is where the real gem, the real nice stuff is. I mean, none of those cards probably break like the £50 mark value wise. These are where like the real deal is. What makes me so excited about this graded returns. It's a Charizard Evolutions promo. I got so many of these graded before, and then I think my first returns video I got a 10 back, so I was quite happy with that. The condition of this one, what do you think the condition, what this one will get, guys? There's teeny tiny little white speckles at the bottom there. But I was hopeful this might push through to a 10, because I've seen worse cards get 10s before, such as that Charizard GX, and fortunately this one got a 9, so instead of it being worth like close to £400, it's about 100 odd quid here for this one, but still, it's always nice getting PSA 9 grade Charizards, no matter what set they're from. Ooh, not 1, but 2 test tube Mewtwo's. And I'll just get cut to the chase. They both got 10s. Absolutely thrilled with that. Centering is pretty good on both of these cards. And I double checked. I mean, a lot of these Mewtwo's, it's quite hard to see on this camera, but a lot of these Mewtwo's they have from Shining Legends, they have these little tiny ink spots on the back from when they're printed. So and this one even had a little speck of whitening at the bottom corner as well. So I'm surprised that these both got 10s, but yeah, some beautiful cards there. Really happy with those. It's going well for the Shining Legends returns today. Oh, we're gonna save the Hyper Rare Charizard for the end. That's a really nice card. And the Gold Lunala, we'll save that for the end. Leafeon, right. We thought we'd grade some evolutions, because it's always, if you're not going to be grading or investing in Charizards, investing in Pikachus and evolutions is the way to go. And yeah, these cards were really nice condition, but I was not expecting a 10 on the Leafeon. Really cool, absolutely beautiful Hyper Rare, and also a 10 on the Glaceon. So absolutely thrilled with that. I mean, look if you can see the size of this 10 pile compared to the size of like the lower grades. This is a great PSA return so far. Oop. Mewtwo GX Secret Rare. Wow, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful card, guys? I do like that test tube, but they've done some of these rainbows actually do look really nice. I'm not a fan of the rainbow rares usually, but yeah, really good centering, no obvious signs of damage, so it's not a surprise. Gem Mint 10 out of 10. Absolutely beautiful to go with our test tube Mewtwo's from the Shining Legends set, as well as the Shining Mew. So in fact we got all PSA 10 Mew and Mewtwo's apart from the full art and the regular arts, which is really cool. Right, so let's go for the Hyper Rare Charizard. So these are the two I'm most excited about. Yeah, this one was quite a tricky one. The centering was, as you can tell, it's a little bit off. There's a bit more towards the left side. and the condition, there's a tiny little speckle up there, a couple of spots there, a few in the corners on these sides. So yeah, but I was hoping that we would strike gold, but unfortunately we didn't. But a 9 is still great for the Hyper Red Charizard, by far, in its own sort of world at the moment in terms of collectible cards from like the Sun and Moon block sets. The other closest would be the gold cards, Solgaleo and Lunala, and possibly the Full Art Cynthia, but a beautiful PSA 9 Charizard. I think this is in the region of £150 at the moment for grade 9, so really happy with that, to go with our PSA 9 from Evolutions as well. Give it its own space, look at that. Got some amazing cards, but the Coupe de Gras, guys, the gold secret rare Lunala GX from Ultra Prism. One of the 2 gold cards from the set. I've got a Solgaleo on the way back from PSA at the moment. And yeah, I was really happy with the condition of this one. I thought their tiny little dot in the corner there might have upset the grade. But it looks absolutely amazing, and it's a Gem Mint 10, guys. It's a Gem Mint 10 PSA graded gold Lunala from Ultra Prism. Look at that. Absolutely over the moon. I was not expecting this, and there isn't any actual evidence of this one selling at a specific price on eBay that I can see. But there are some bids going for another one, and there's been some best offers accepted, so I'm going to probably be looking in the region to £300 to £400 for this one. Absolutely insane. Yeah. What an amazing set of returns, guys. I mean, even without that Hyper Rare Charizard, I mean, the Lunala, the Evolutions, the Mewtwo's. I mean, oh my god, I'm so happy, but yeah, it's all about this guy. Wow. So yeah, thank you for going on that roller coaster with me and finishing on this epic ending. If you enjoyed what you saw from PSA graded returns, please make sure you click that subscribe button down below and leave a comment. What was your favourite card that we opened from this PSA grading video? And remember to see Ludkin's Collectibles for all of your PSA grading needs. They cover all of Europe, Australia, United States and all other places. So give them a message on their Facebook page or on the website. Thank you very much, Pokemon fans, and I'll see you soon. Gotta catch 'em all.